What's going on, y'all?
Is it Friday?
Friday. Not quite 4 o'clock.
We're going up on another new venture.
Yep, this is another Uncle Eddie and Steve show in another genre.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir. Now, this is up my alley.
Yeah.
Although I love classic rock, Hank Williams, the greatest hits.
Oh, yeah.
This album is at my cousin's house, Michael Ben's.
Right.
He still got the album, of course, with the AC/DC album. We listen to this.
Yeah.
I'm a Hank Williams Jr. fan.
Yeah.
I love some kind of rap, crap. I like everything else.
Yeah.
So, obviously, going to talk about family tradition. So, this is a man who, let me say something. When he says, Hank, why do you drink and smoke? Why do you smoke?
Yeah.
Do you know why he has a beard? Because when he fell off that mountain, he had drank a couple fifths of Jack Daniels.
Right.
He was hiking up, I forget which southern city he was in, Georgia, Tennessee, I forget where. Hank fell off the side of a fucking mountain. Like to died. He was in a coma and everything.
Right,
So he's so scarred up right here. That's why he grew out the beard. Because his dad never had a beard. But Hank Jr.'s always had a beard.
Right.
That's why he grew it out.
He's
Because
the one that used to sing the Monday Night Football.
yeah, he did that.
Something like
If Heaven Ain't a Lot Like Dixie,
Yeah.
he did that one. I mean, my God, he got family tradition. Oh, all my rowdy friends with ends in it.
Yeah.
Dixie on my mind, Texas women. Whiskey bit and hell bound. I mean, that's every redneck's mantra in here.
Yeah.
You know, last time you put that on and tell your friend, hey, watch this, you're about to die. You know what I'm saying?
Watch this.
Yeah, that's every redneck's famous last words. Hey, watch this. Oh, we got to say hello to people. Scotty,
Yeah.
I seen your new eagle that you burned the other day. That was nice. Yeah.
Yeah?
You can't get no more country than Scotty. You know, he lives on a coastal town in North Carolina.
Yeah, man.
He's as country as they come.
He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
bullpen and stuff.
Family got a farm, so. Two Canadian comics, or Canadian comics, two Russian girls,
Yeah.
Gerald, Riley,
Yeah.
Jody,
Yeah.
man,
Sister Suzanne.
Suzanne. By the way, you're getting to see his ugly mug in about a week.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. No, he ain't ugly. It's gonna be fun, yeah, man. You're going back toward the West Coast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not toward. You're on the West Coast. So, by the way, Aunt Cheryl lived in San Diego
That's what she
for about
mentioned that,
for about 8 years, I guess it was.
No, I've won Christmas on
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, yeah, she remembers some of the spots.
Oh yeah. And she said it's very beautiful, man. Real beautiful, like gorgeous.
We got the Navy down there.
Oh yeah. But she said a lot of the neighborhoods are just so damn manicured, man. They look nice, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Big difference between there and a manicured yard. You got down here, we got somebody with their counts on the front porch that's been there, or even out in the yard that's been
Yeah, a
there.
couple of
Yeah,
times,
exactly.
yeah.
You got to be careful when you sit on the couch. If it's rained within the past 3 days, you can't sit on the couch. It's
Right.
soaked, you know. So,
Let it dry out.
oh yeah, you gotta let it dry out.
Speaking of which, good God, the last couple of days been like Seattle, Washington.
Dude, even Channel 9 has been saying it. All the channels, like Seattle, Washington weather.
Yeah.
Dude, the fog was the pea soup was so thick last night.
Yeah.
I couldn't see Robin and Bruce's house
Really?
from the fence.
Wow.
That's how thick
That's
it
across
was.
the street.
From here to the brick wall.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I
right.
couldn't, I saw, of course, we got floodlights coming in.
Right.
And that makes it worse, but I couldn't see, like, the
Yeah.
fog was, in fact, I thought about everybody. I thought, man, if you had to, luckily you didn't drive this morning, but I thought about everybody who had to drive. I was worried about Chris,
Oh, yeah.
whoever, so,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Keep those low beams on.
oh yeah, and it's like been miserably cold. Now next week, you're gonna be in California Thursday and Friday of next week, right?
Yeah.
Which means here, the high here is going to be, I don't know if you've seen this or not, Suzanne, the high here, when y'all are enjoying it, the high Thursday is going to be 28.
Wonderful.
The low is 12. The next day, the high is going to be 26.
Oh, boy.
You're going to be, what are you talking about? You're going to be enjoying the warm weather.
Yeah.
Watch when this jackleg gets back, it's going to be nice weather again. I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, exactly. I'd hate you'd have to go back from 85-degree weather to 12 degrees at night. You know. Yeah,
Well, I know, but it's no worse than that one summer. I was out west, nice dry heat, and I come back in July, it's like really
Dripping
humid.
here.
God bless.
I mean, even the planes are sweating when they hit North Carolina. Like,
Yeah, summertime. Yeah.
it's almost like a Louisiana bio heat. Here.
Right, well, it's not up here. It's not quite as humid as Florida.
No, well, I mean, it can be. It can be.
Yeah.
But when it's done hit 60, 70, 80% humidity, that's Florida.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the problem about North Carolina. we're not too far from. I mean, you're talking about Georgia, South Carolina. You get down into the bayou in Louisiana. It's the same type heat, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you got that one line you cross where it starts to turn into a drier heat. Right. But from Louisiana on up, I mean, you get toward North Carolina, it's a bit better because we're further up north, obviously.
Well,
but
I have that one time, it was in the summertime. I changed planes in New Orleans.
Oh, God, yeah. It's like Dad, like Dad was talking about.
Humid as hell.
He's like, it's hot in Vegas, but it's a dry heat. So.
Oh, yeah, that's easy. I mean, that's like,
imagine being in Qatar where they had the World Cup and stuff. Because, I mean, it's dry there, though. But, my God, it's so fucking hot. It's 120 degrees in some spots there, man.
I know.
Jesus Christ. So, by the way, the World Cup's going to be France and... oh, my God. Guatemala.
That's right.
Is it Guatemala? Nope. It's no. I'm sorry. It's an African team. It's the first African team. They're from starts with a M. Morocco.
Mozambique.
No, it's not Mozambique. I would have known that. Yeah. No. But anyway, it's the first African team. God, I should have looked it up. And France. France, if they win this year, will be the first team to win back to back. And if the I'll think of it here in a little bit because I feel so bad not to give homage.
Yeah.
Because this is the first if the team from the African nation wins, it'll be the first non-European team to win. And I forget how many years, like 80, 90 years. Yeah.
Oh.
And I love it. I just love Jim Beam too. And I always had these uncles that sit around. Like Ray and my Uncle Todd, God rest his soul, and they would sing Whiskey Bitten Hellbound. You know? So I go to church on Sunday morning at a Baptist church in the South. You know, he's talking about don't you listen to Hank Williams and don't you listen to greasy headed Michael Jackson because he called him greasy headed Michael Jackson. I think it was a bit racist. But anyway, I had to do that. Yeah, exactly. Then I come back and hear this shit. So I had a mixture. Or I'd be in New York with my dad's godfather, and I got to put on my yarmulke to go to Grandpa's wedding.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So I got the best of all the worlds. Right? You tell I say yarmulke to Todd, and he says bless you. You know, yarmulke. He's like, I'll bless you. I'm like, no, I'm wearing a yarmulke. You don't know what it is. Like, do you have a menorah here, by the way?
Who?
No. Do you have a menorah here?
No,
you need to get your little electrical menorah so we can hang it up. You know?
You turn one line on each line.
Yeah. Or you can just get one that's kind of on the cheap that stays on time. You just screw the bulbs in when it's
That's what I'm saying.
Get a little low, you know. I always loved the Advent calendars.
Yeah.
With the chocolates in it or whatever. Yeah. That was big, man. You say Advent calendar to a kid nowadays, like, no, we were Christian, we celebrate Christmas. I'm like, no, an Advent calendar is, or it's not Christian, it's like a Jewish, you have a Jewish Advent calendar, you know what I'm saying? So, but they don't know what an Advent means, Advent calendar. Like, I think people are dumb enough.
Is some religion Advent saint?
Oh, it's the Seventh-day Adventist.
Right.
Oh, if you want to talk religion, I can tell you any kind of denomination. Right. Seventh-day Adventist. They worship on Saturday. Right. They don't eat pork. Right. I actually knew a guy, and I worked for him up in Ingalls, up in Statesboro. He was a Seventh-day Adventist. Yeah. He was the store manager. Oh, yeah, I love this dude. Hank Williams. Oh, yeah. Steeped in tradition. By the way, he died in the back seat of his mom's car. She would bring him back with his wife after doing a show, and he just died, man. He just drank himself to death, you know. It was just one of those things, dude. Trying to hang on, but...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was one dude back then I saw that was on tour with Hank Williams Sr., and he had tuberculosis, for Christ's sake. He's a great... Ken Burns did a thing on country music a couple of years ago, about a year ago, on the PBS special, and he talked about this guy for like 2 nights. He sang. He had a bunch of #1 hits back in the 20s and 30s, and he sang up until he died. He had tuberculosis, like he coughed real bad, and all of a sudden he starts singing. Like Mel Tillis stuttering, and he don't stutter when he sings. The guy would cough, put a mic in his hand, and he could sing. So, crazy.
Spotlights on him.
Oh yeah. Well, you know we're gonna have to do a rap album, I guess, for sometime.
Oh boy.
We'll have to do. Hey, dude, we can get we can delve a lot into alternative, new wave, whatever you guys want to call it.
Right.
Because there's a lot of the night. You're so behind on that, but not too bad. You know. We need to get the Killers' Hot Fuss. It's the album I want for them. And by the way, keep your cards and letters coming each time.
You can find it. Forget it.
I had it at one time. It's somewhere at the house.
Yeah.
The CD.
Oh.
Man, I gotta find it.
Oh.
Good luck, though. You know, we're about to be inundated with a bunch of stuff anyway, so.
So that's what happened with the Rollins.
Mom fell, broke her foot finally.
Oh, God.
I'm not saying finally. I'm just saying between her and Dad,
Yeah.
been more
Take a break
tackles,
real quick.
been more tackles than a quarterback playing for the Carolina Panthers. I'm telling you. We'll be back in a second.
Uh-huh.